So here we go. This is our Alpha Trojan, and as you can see, our Alpha Trojan right now is running. The FPGA is right here, and we have the keyboard. And so this is the FPGA unmodified. So as you can see, we are going to bring in an input. As you can see, all the inputs are working. This is a test that is working. So now what we're going to do is we're going to download our first Trojan, which modifies keyboard transmission. So let's see this, and we are going to program. So basically what this does is that there's the Trojans embedded into KB2 ASCII.v. And so what it is, this Trojan goes in and halts transmission between the keyboard once the Trojan's triggered. So here we go. So as you can see, we can write just fine. This is a test, and everything works fine, as you can see. So now what we're going to do is we're going to trigger our thing. So here's just more input to show that everything's working. So once we trigger with the switch, as you can see, I'm typing up stuff, but nothing is coming out. So once we put our trigger down, everything starts up again, as you can see. And once we do our trigger again, everything gets halted. So that's the end of Trojan 1. So now we're going to download Trojan 2, which is just very similar to Trojan 1, except our Trojan's triggered by the keyboard. So let's open, yes, program. So as you can see, the platform's running well. Flick the switch. Screen's blank. This is a test. Everything's working well. So what we're going to do now is we're going to trigger our Trojan using the F11 key. So once we hit F11, once we start typing, everything comes into stars. Now notice that the actual data is still being transmitted. What is typed is being transmitted. It's just only showing up using stars. The only problem is the RS-232 connection seems to not be working on my computer, but it is transmitting to the computer, so the terminal is logging in the data. So that's the end of Trojan 1, or Trojan 2, sorry. So now we're going to do Trojan 3. So similar to this, Trojan 3 uses the keyboard to implement everything. So let's just find it. Oops. 1 second, just having a hard time finding it. All right. Make sure this is it. So technically, yeah. All right. So it is working. This. Oops, let's do it again. All right. This is a test. And as you can see, I just kind of misspelled it, but everything's working fine. So pretty much the Trojan gets triggered after a whole bunch of inputs. So once the data once all the lights light up, then everything gets skewed. The keyboard gets messed up, so it's triggered by the input data. So just keep typing up stuff. So as you can see, the lights are lighting up, and as we keep going, I'm typing up over here random stuff. there. And so far everything is still good. I mean, we can still type up this is a test. And so that's still working. And we're waiting for one more. Just due to the amount of bits, it just keeps getting longer. And there we go. So now our keyboard gets skewed up. So let's try to type up this is a test. Alright, here we go. This is a test. So as you can see, keyboard is no longer working as it should be. So what we did is we went into KB2 ASCII and we just switched around the keys after all the bits were triggered. After the 2 to the 8th bits were inputted, then everything just gets skewed. And so as you can see, it's working right here in terms of this is a test, this is a test, and when we tried it up type it up right here, it kind of began to skew things. So we didn't rearrange everything, just some of the letters. So in terms of that, this is the end of our Alpha Trojan project.